We are looking at a pending election in the United States for the presidency. Could you give us your opinion as to who you think is likely to be the most successful of the candidates in bringing justice and peace to the Middle East?
Somebody said Ron Paul. I think that's correct. The only problem is he does not stand the snowball's chance in hell of winning. This is an excellent question. I think that no president is going to be able to put significant pressure on Israel to change its behavior. I say this with great regret. I wish it were not true. But I think just as President Clinton couldn't do it, President Bush couldn't do it, I don't think that President Clinton or President Obama will be able to do it. And I don't think John McCain would be inclined to even try. But let me say a few words about this. First of all, I think it's quite clear that there are reasons to think that both Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama understand the essence of the problem, and if they could, would put pressure on the Israelis. Not because they are hostile to Israel, but for the same reasons I'm arguing that it would be good for Israel. Just to talk about Hillary Clinton for a second, Obama's a much easier case because Obama's made it clear that he has sympathies for the Palestinians. But you also want to remember that Hillary Clinton, when she was the first lady in 1998, actually uttered the words Palestinian state and got into a whole heck of a lot of hot water with her husband and the White House, who quickly disowned her. But Hillary Clinton, much to her credit, said in 1998 that she thought it would be good for everybody concerned if the Palestinians had a viable state. Common sense to me, but you weren't allowed to use the words Palestinian state in 1998. Can you believe that? Most of you young people don't realize it, but it's true. In the United States of America, in 1998, it was verboten for a politician or an important political figure to use the words Palestinian state. And Hillary Clinton used those words, and she got raked over the coals. She also kissed, as many of we older people in the audience remember, she kissed Yasser Arafat's wife. And this got her into real hot water. Now, what this tells you is that I think Hillary Clinton's basic instincts are correct on this issue, right? And I think it's true about Barack Obama as well. But as you all know, having watched Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama fall all over themselves to prove how loyal they are to Israel, you know that they're not going to be able to do a whole heck of a lot if Hillary or Barack becomes president. This is very unfortunate. But I do think it is possible, if you accept my argument about apartheid, right, if you think that many supporters of Israel in the United States and maybe even in Canada will see where this train is headed and see that it's going to end up in a train wreck if they're not careful. It is possible that a really smart politician like Clinton or Obama could gently begin to put pressure on the Israelis in conjunction with large chunks of the American Jewish community and maybe even get away with it. Remember, Ehud Olmert and the Vice Prime Minister of Israel today are not unaware of the problem. There are Israelis out there who understand. Not all of them by any means, but there are some. There are members of the American Jewish community who are deeply committed to Israel who understand. M.J. Rosenberg, who runs the Israel Policy Forum, he's right on the money on this issue, right? So there are people out there, and a political candidate who was willing to show a little courage. Now, Now, I know you don't believe there are many of them out there, nor do I. But maybe if Clinton or Obama were elected and felt, a little backbone on this issue, we could get some movement. So it is possible. But obviously, we're not going to bet a lot of money.